So yeah, this is also the last song on our new record. It's called Spectral Dusk. This song is also called Spectral Dusk. And we made this recording in Canada last winter, 2 winters ago, I guess, a year and a half ago. And we went up north to this, kind of close to where that last story was about, and again in the winter, I don't know what it is with me in the winter time, but we lived together. Everybody that was here lived in this beautiful house in the woods, and for a week and a half making this record about my dad and me. And this song was the last song that we recorded during that session, and we would wake up every single morning and we would go outside and walk about 5 minutes through the woods. It was really snowy. It was like about up to our knees, but we'd made this little pathway, and we would all go out and we'd taken shovels, and we cleared all the snow off this beaver pond that was out there, and we'd play hockey, ice hockey every morning. So Canadian, right? For about 2 hours, and then we'd come back in, and the engineer, he wouldn't play hockey, he'd stay and work, and he'd have everything set up, the microphones, and we basically built a studio in this house, and so he would mix everything from the night before, and then we would be able to just kind of come in after hockey and eat and then play music until 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And so we saved this song I'm about to play until the last night we were up there, because it was just me on guitar, and so everybody's work was kind of done except for mine. And so we turned off all the lights in the cabin, and it was probably about 1 or 2 in the morning, and the only light we had was from the wood stove, which had a glass window in it. So if you can imagine this dark room and all these people, all these grown men and women sitting on the floor, lying down, and everybody poured themselves a glass of whiskey with a few ice cubes in it, and just sat in the dark, didn't say anything, listened to the song. And the goal with the recording for this song was just to do something that was real, not to do a bunch of takes of it. And so we just did a couple and kept it, and after that we kind of had a party that night and packed up all the equipment and drove back to Toronto the next day, feeling like we'd made something pretty important. And we listened back to the recording, in this version of Spectral Dusk, there's about 10 seconds into the song, you just hear this little pop of an ice cube in a glass of whiskey that got picked up on the microphones because the room was just so quiet. And we're like, that's the one, let's leave that in there, we'll use that tape, because every single time we hear this recording now, this little pop of an ice cube that's on the record, it just reminds me of my dearest friends taking a big time out of their life to come up and make a record that meant a lot. It's very important to me to make, and to them too. So I want to dedicate the song to you guys tonight for coming on tour and playing these songs with me, and just being really good people. So it's called Spectral Dusk. Thanks so much for listening, guys. This really means we're really far from home right now. It feels like we are.